from the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, Outdoor Oklahoma.
Take it down. Easy. These trucks.
Now do these rocks move quite a bit?
They ain't too bad. They'll move though. Like I said, I started at a young age, my mom and dad taking me. And for the longest time, I really thought that my dad was pushing the fishing business, but it was actually my mom really pushing us to fish more, so much. She wanted to go just as much as my dad wanted to go. And I didn't find that out until after my dad had passed. But now I know that my mom enjoyed fishing just as much as he did. And then what it have done is it's been it passed down to our generation with our kids. You know, our kids love to fish. My wife loves to fish. Most fishermen don't have that privilege to have their wife out there fishing with them, and that's something that I do, and I appreciate it. Not only my wife, but my family as well. I have a companion that I can fish with, you know, and that loves to go fishing with me. And if not that, my son will go fishing with me. And here in a little bit, my mama, she'll be gearing up to go fishing as well with me because she's still fishing. She's I had to say her age, but she's 82 right now, but she still gets out here and fish. The reason she ain't with us today is it's probably because of these rocks. I don't think her body let her come down on these rocks. So, but we have places that we'll be able to fish where she'll be able to fish later on and fish with us. But for us family, man, it's something that I really enjoyed, and it's something that I really appreciate, and I really don't take it for granted, you know, because many families don't have a chance to get out and do something like that all of them enjoy doing.
The thing I love about catfishing so much is it takes a lot of patience. But in the time you're waiting to get a hit, it builds so much anticipation because you never know what size fish you're going to catch. Could be from 2 pounds to 20 pounds, especially out here.
I don't crappie fish really that much because it's too cold when they go crappie fishing. I mostly like fishing in the summertime when it's hot. I like to sit out in the sun. There you go. Oh, come on, take it, baby. I like to sit out in the sun and catfish. Oh, he's trying to take it, but he ain't took it yet.
Fish on.
My husband, when we first got together, he took me fishing.
Fish on.
That's been 25 years ago. My first fishing reel he bought for me. He taught me how to fish, and I've been fishing ever since.
Look at that. Look at that. That's that monster bait.
Before we got married. And then when we had the kids, we kept on fishing. Oh man, this one. When we got married, when we had the kids, started taking the kids fishing when they was babies. We take them right out there on the lake, put them in their stroller, and they fish right along with us. So we've been fishing for a long time together. Fished with him, his dad, and his mom. And then his brothers and a couple of his sisters like to fish too. Worms or minnows or anything. All I use is a punch bait. Punch bait is a bait, all you use is a plain 3-way treble hook. You take your stick, any size stick, and you punch that hook off into that bait real good and you pull it out at an angle. Stink bait, you have to have some kind of sponge or worm, sponge worm, something to dip it into. And with stink bait, you dip it every 15 to 20 minutes. Punch bait, you don't normally have to dip it nothing but one time until the fish mess with it. And then you'll re-dip again. A lot of times when you bring it in, it's bait left on the hook. And you don't have to really re-dip it, you can throw it back out there, but I always like to refresh my bait on my hook.
And these corks right here, they're called slip corks. And they're all handcrafted, homemade out of cedar wood. You really can't beat them when it comes to drifting these rocks. They keep your bait up off the bottom. Now the way it works, this is a slip knot. That's a pre-tied knot. It slides up and down your line. That sets your depth. However deep you have this set is how deep you're gonna fish. Next you put on your bead, then you put on your slip cork. After that you have your weight, which helps hold the slip cork up, and your bait on the bottom. When you throw out there, that cork's gonna slide all the way up till it hits that knot, and it's gonna stand straight up in the water, just like that. So when the fish comes through, you're gonna know it, because he's just gonna take it under. When he takes it under, that's it, you set the hook. Some of the advantages of slip corks is, with them being so slender, they're really aerodynamic, so you can cast them out a long ways if you want. They just zip out there. Another thing about them is they're real sensitive to when the fish strikes it, because there's not much to it. With the regular bobbers that are about that big or so, they have to pull on it real hard for it to go down. These, they don't have any problems taking it at all. One of the main things that helps when we're fishing these rocks is, say we're drifting along these rocks, a lot of times you'll get snagged up in those rocks. Now when you bring your line in, your line's gonna slide up to the cork and come right across the top of the water like that, keeping you from getting hung up in those rocks.